A good, great morning to all of those who are tuned into the realest thing in the world coming out to Guyana. Yeah. So, Seema, good morning. I got work on now. What can I do in terms of diet, exercise, or whatever else? Maybe meditation and so on to work on my eyes. I gotta go and see what is the problem. You see, a lot of times people gonna figure out the problem. When you go to solution, when you go to the doctor and so on, they're giving you a quick fix for the problem. No, but what caused the problem? Isn't it a weakening of some muscle in the eye? Is it glaucoma? There's so many things, and what causes that? So you got to remedy that. You understand? So, yeah. Aruna, good morning. Seema, good morning. Joan, good morning. Nilisha, good morning. Unruly. I don't know why anybody calls themselves unruly, why anybody would bring negativity on themselves. You understand? But some people, their mindset is of one nature and they can't help themselves. Unruly is not bashing you, but it's facts. You don't see wealthy, successful people giving themselves names that demeanor them. You understand? Look up the word unruly, what it means, and then ask yourself. Obviously, as a woman, most cases a woman, imagine you presenting yourself as an unruly woman. I don't know. I'm telling you, I ain't got no interest in going in nobody profile with Mark and my name unruly. So I could tell you was the interest. So our header today suggests that they got men, which I consider myself to be one of. You're a man, they got some woman, right? They're with a man. We are in the men category. And you got some woman there with mantle, manaty, manaku. You understand? Some woman there with banner with them, they're with them and they're with the LGBT community. Right? So, let me show you. I come across a video the other day. And I can't make up these things. So, mind the language. By the way, this seems to be in some kind of a bedroom. And I think I'm seeing a little child on a bed. And you got a man, a banner, spitting. Me and I spitting, I spit out me salt. I got my salt. A salt crystal. Put my tongue. Yeah. You got banner spitting in a woman's face. This don't fall into the men category. You understand? This manatee, mantle, any other thing than men. This is WCW with the big boys play or a man. Anything else. Because a lot of times, you know, when I see my sons, I say, they're becoming men. You understand? You're now your own man. So it's a transition. And we just breaking it down. In the true sense of the term in the world, and so how I break it down, it might not be. But I'm breaking it down for you, understand? You understand? Because when you now come and we say, you're becoming a man. You know? So watch this here, so. She's spitting and he's spitting back. What you know the guy last name, who is he? Rickford Cabra and she's Randa Cabra? This from the spitting Cabra family? So she got a video that he's spitting and she's spitting too. What's this by? This is the society that we live in. Why you believe you think we real problem is cost of living? We problem is a mentality of a people. You understand? We problem is a mentality. Let me watch it out. And this is song like, hey, this song like Jamaica or something, right? But I'm telling you about men and so in general. Jesus. Hey man, me can't even watch them anymore. No, this is Guyana.
Good night to the entire society.
When you see these banner, you suppose that they're men. You're looking at him, he's a ageable fellow. But when a man comes for talk about a woman where he's sleeping, except it's for represent the 7-7 here, me and douche though. Yes, sir. A man come and you got this kind of conversation, you got to watch and ask yourself, what really going on with we society? And I found this on social media. So you can't say we think you're sharing somebody thing. He put it up on social media. You want a message out there, you get it out now.
That tune into a matter, that I get one part of the matter. And let me just get to clear the air and the benefit of the future, so that when we have incidents like this, it must properly be addressed, so that everybody. Sansi Lewis was my ex-wife. Sansi Lewis gave birth to Joy Aaron on the 17th of April. And because her son could not get his way in my house, and there was a massive dissatisfaction and envious feelings, she went away and left the child before 1 week would have passed. This is a custom in the Lewis and Stancy's life, because based on the fact of coming to the realization that when she made the children for Rennick, she went away and left the two.
Now bear in mind, when he take this woman, she did done make children for Rennick. He knows she left she 2 children. I don't know if she left at the same time and go with he, Santi or Tanti, or whatever she name. But here we have now. Let me listen to this one.
Son to 2 children, the last daughter for Rennick, and his son at Victoria at his mother's house. So this is where I learned there's a customary in their family. The another aspect about things, I want people to clearly understand that this woman is incompetent, she's mentally disarranged, and I need the relevant authority.
No, you know the partner. You drive wood in this woman, impregnate she, and now know she mentally disarranged, and she incompetent. She's a government minister. That sound like a MP. That sound like a member of parliament. You talking about a member of parliament? They got any members of parliament named Tanti? Mental disarranged and incompetent? Me no know how incompetent she is, but no, she got belly. You understand? Because imagine you the over woman looking like that. Eh? Alright, let me hear your story out, bro. Let me hear out your story.
To look into this matter. We went to court. I filed for my divorce. My divorce was granted. We went back to court concerning the child because she blatantly refused to let me see my child. I take her back to court. After then, she was warned, and she was very abusive to the female lawyers, the police, likewise the judge. And she was to receive a stern warning in the family court about her conduct. Anyway, she continued with such behavior. I was advised by the ombudsman to take her back to court. I complied, and a retired judge. Nevertheless, such behavior continued. I take her back to court. Custody was given to me for this child. Now, the basic fact, now, let me start coming to the in-depth of this matter.
Hold on, we're getting a call. We know as well. Hello, good morning.
Critic.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, morning. Come here, the girl in box you, man.
What is that?
Come here, the girl in box you.
How you hear the gal been box me? You know you here? Eh?
Yeah.
How you been here? Well, now me here, I remember too. You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, today kuli day. Alright, bye. Kuli bye, take care. Yeah, alright, with Gav. How me hear the gal been box you? Today all the mantle, manaty, manaku, cuckoo, all of them coming out. How many hear the gal? You imagine. You calling people with a voice. How many hear the gal been box you? You calling with a voice like that? Partner. Me, I'm in a car. You imagine you calling for trouble somebody with a voice like that? You. How many guy been backs you? Woo! Here, me can't make up this. Me can't make up this thing. People like Bano. I is the realest thing in the world. Have you never seen my responses before? I don't got think. Ask the butler. Ask the butler. Since I go into school, I would have thought of every response in the world. Now come test me.
Whenever this child goes to the mother residence, and the mother have the responsibility to send her to school, with my expense, she doesn't go to school. She goes to ULEC Academy, and any one of you that take time off to look into a matter that does not concern you, that is public interest, I am now inviting you to make contact with ULEC Academy on the East Coast, Demawari District, to check and see when this child go to school from her mother residence, what is the conditions, what is the terms and conditions, and likewise she does not be at school very often. This mother, Sansi Lois, who is a teacher at the special skills school, well known as the Handicap David Rowe School, is be giving this child a set of medications. God knows where she's getting it from. I asked her more than one time to give me a proper explanation about this medication that she's giving this child. It is not granted. Nevertheless, Joy leaves to go by her mother last week because Joy is displaying a behavior that is very much unprofessional. I made several attempts at the...
Who's Joy? Joy is a child? Joy is displaying behavior that's unprofessional? Yeah, I got a video with the child with the getting the licks. It never smell page, right? Hold on. Let me watch it his story and then we go, what is the unprofessional child?
Child Protection Unit.
Incompetent. What's the other word you use just now? Incompetent woman?
To get assistance. And for many reasons, I would like the minister who have the responsibility for child protection to look into this and to examine the officers who are being paid by public service taxpayers' money to look into this matter, and let me start dealing with it. And we can know exactly.
No. So, I make a mistake here. I didn't know this is relating to the child who get the licks the other day, where they get beaten. So I can't give you explanation before I give y'all what's the facts of the matter. Let me go to the crux of the matter. Now I catch myself what he talking about. Unprofessional child. So let me go to the girl child. And let me see. Smelly Smell got it on your page. I'm dying here without my glasses. What the fucking glasses? I can't remember where they. I see a child getting a beating banner. Excuse me. Still up on your page. Anybody got the video with the child getting the beating? You send it to me there? Alright, thanks. New York. Imagine.
I know. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow, come.
Come back tonight?
Yes. Let me let you bring back tonight. Yes. Yeah.
Before you go back.
Come, let you bring back tonight. Come. Yeah, tonight, no.
This child is terrified.
I love you too, right? But you gotta be in yourself, right? Move from there, yeah? Come on.
All the little children wearing a PMG jersey in the house. So, this is a video of a terrified child. So, you didn't beat in the child. Where's this? This is another part of the video. Where's this about? For some reason, the child doesn't want to go, but you gotta be careful because little children are very easy to coerce. So this is video footage maybe from a neighbor. So let me get this clear. So here what happened. One of the things I do, and it's little unorthodox. So like the man video, I didn't listen to the video. What I do, because I have enough information or understanding to make an analysis on the spot. Right? But you gotta get information. You gotta get all your evidence. So when I was listening to the man thing there, I just hear he said something about a woman. And I knew men, real men, ain't got them kind of tag with woman mad and all that. Yes, if you mad, you gotta try there. When I telling y'all things here, people say, oh, Critic, you just... No, when I telling y'all, I sharing with y'all what you ought to do and ought not to do. So that's why I use me personal experiences. Right? All right. So I hear his story time about a woman. And this man, I see the spitting story. And so I say I can talk about men. It was not real men. Right? And I hear his story. I didn't realize he answering to this. So there's a video where you're hearing he beating the shit out of a young girl. A little child. Says she's unprofessional. She attitude is unprofessional. So obviously he don't understand what it means to be a father. Honestly, this is a madman you're listening to. Right? So there's the cutters. Now somebody come for collect the child. And the child don't want to go. The child want to stay with the mother. You could see the fear of God in this child. And then we're going to go back to his explanation of going. So let me go through everything here once again. This is the cutters, the cheering. No. Cussing, physical, verbal, and every other abuse this child getting now. Again, me saying, because this is the reason for we society being where it is. Me saying don't pull up your churn. Me saying don't put your churn to the place. I used to clap some lash for them buys. Right? But nothing like what this girl get. I buys, I got 3 buys. Nothing like what this little child getting. Right? So here. All right. So there's one. This here is the child not wanting to go with the father. Watch it. So somebody coming for carry the child. This is a little puny baby girl. No, this child hearing this abusive man voice in the background. Right? These women are facilitated, as what telling y'all. These women are facilitated because one a whole of a care she to hand over to this abusive man. No, I don't know why this child saying, Mommy, tell you for bring me bedtime. I ain't like that. a straight up in like that. It is worrying when a young girl child gets say, Mommy, tell you bring me back bedtime. I know what's going on there. Child care protection got to step in. Because if you ain't going, you ain't going. But I know what's the worry about bedtime. And all we know about the bedtime stories, who we know, you better find out. I want you to listen to this carefully. I'm insinuating, I'm saying this child is making a worrying call for help. You hear what's going on there? Mommy, I want to sleep with you. You got to bring me back the Child Care Protection Agency, and he asked for the Child Care Protection Agency to get involved. They need to get involved. This child needs to be out of the woman and he hand. You hear what I'm telling y'all? Nobody pick up something wrong. When you there in bedtime, you sleeping. You ain't got no problem. The child can't even sleep how the child ain't fear. You hear what I'm telling you? When you hear a little child, she know how to verbally express yourself properly. Mommy, I want them back here bedtime. Something is wrong. She is obviously not the best mother, and he ain't no father for that child. I want you to listen to this. Listen carefully.
I know. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow, come. Yes. I'm going to bring back tonight. Yes. Yeah. Come, let bring back tonight. Come. Yes.
Watch her, she holding, this big woman holding that child's wrist. She bones are delicate. Watch her, she holding the child's wrist. This is the level of ignorance in this society. A lot of people don't know what to do, when to do, and how to do. Oh, come. They rushing. That child begging for help.
Come, babe, come.
I'm so sick of sitting here.
Come on. I love you too. I love you too, right? But you gotta be in yourself, right? Move from there, yeah? Come, Joy. She got to sit down there.
Go for it, right there. Go for it, right there.
Come, Joy. Don't cry. Don't cry, right? Come, Joy. Don't cry. You gotta be in yourself, man. You got to stop this thing and come.
I don't like him.
I'm gonna talk to you. Don't pay when I talk to you. Right?
And Jaya, look at you.
So you gotta be here.
Only for only for your behavior.
Lose the gun. Stand up. Lose the gun. Try you come. Try. Try the gun here. Try come. Try come. Did I talk to you with behavior? And where's the class you going to go? Hello, it's Ray speaking to. Where's the class you going to go? Did I talk to you with behavior? And what's the problem? Did I tell you something? This is the last time I talked to you with behavior. You hear what I tell you? And if any time after I come back here, you do not with behavior, you not like this, I'll tell you. You can't want nothing. You can't want nothing. No, you can't want anything. I talked to you about the job. And I said to you to continue with it, I was cutting off this from coming. What else is he coming to me with?
He's a child, by the way, right?
I am not bringing you back here, sir. I talked to you about behavior. I am not bringing you back here. Nonsense. I don't want to hear nothing.
So let me go to this manner explanation for all of this ignorance. So he got an explanation. Now after all of that, he come for clear the air. And this is how he cleared the air.
Good night to the entire society that tune into a matter that they get one part of the matter. And let me just get
No.
here.
We get the whole part of the matter. One is you beating the living daylights out of a child that looked like about 6 years old, a little finicky child. We get the matter. We get the whole matter. Now we getting you side. Hello.
Mr. Critic.
Yes,
good
brother.
morning, sir. How are you? How are you today?
How can I help you, brother?
Mr. Critic, you're doing a wonderful job.
I try my best, brother, but I ain't fond of small talk. Talk to me. What is it?
Well, I just called to thank you for...
Thanks, my brother. Thanks very much for the words of support.
I'm your support in Toronto, and I'm going to continue to support you, okay? But
Thanks a million, brother. So, there's a level of ignorance in our society. This gentleman feels that you can somehow explain, he can somehow explain his actions without an unequivocal apology and intention to mend his ways. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, sir. I would like to call to find out about the issue. Can you say what happened with the new ferry that the government bought from India?
It's sink.
It's been a couple months now.
It's sink.
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
Yeah, it's sink. I tell you, it's sink. Story done. It's sink. It's sink with the rich people. They're all over the news. They buy a new ferry, bring it from India. They're building a stelling, a brand new stelling. What happened? Could I say what happened? It sank. With the billionaire. It went for see the Titanic and it sank. Yeah. So. What you I tell you? Google it. Every day the minister coming back, we billing. They take some picture and show pile of drive and all kind of thing. Right? You call me, what could I say? Could you like talk? We got serious issues there. This one beat the shit out of a little child. Full ignoramus as it relates to proper attitude of being a father. It's not a father. Doesn't fall under the category of man. And come now for explain. We watch 2 videos. Yeah, watch the videos. If you're just tuning in, watch the video. We watch 2 videos. One, we beating the shit out of this child. One where the child is in fear saying, Mommy, I want to sleep with you. Night, I want to sleep with you. Can I come back and sleep with you? The child is in fear. Child care protection. He asked for child care. In this video, he asked for child care protection. We hear his side of the story now. Right? Where a 6-year-old child is called unprofessional. The woman who is sleeping with had the child in his hand called mad and incompetent. So somebody said, Critic, you're just ignorant of fact. Man, Andrew, watch, fuck you. I'm black, you cunt. Black, banned from the page. Conform. Are you ignorant of a fact? The fudging boat there, where you call waste my time. If they all over the Google, read the news. You're calling at the serious time when I talk, it's serious time, but I can't have a jackass by asking about not. The boat down there. They're building the wharf for the boat. This is the first black for the day. And let's get kicked out of the bay. Let's make her feel like we're in a pump. Yeah. I gotta be some kind of weirdo. We just get a nice feel out of taking a black in people. Just imagine you watching something next thing you see him back. Somebody's asking, Critic, can you see you black? Because they know how to make joke with them thing now. You know what I'm saying? I used to Trump on them. Full psycho.
Good night to the entire society that tune into a matter that they get one part of the matter. And let me just get
the whole part, don't worry.
And the benefit of the future, so that when we have incidents like this, it must properly be addressed.
No. For the longest while we had a fortune instance like this, partner, and it's going to be properly addressed. The child care protection got take away the child from you and the mother. You understand? It's going to be properly addressed. And we don't get instances like this very often. This one is a special one. I cover all the major stories in this country. This is a special one.
That everybody. Sansi Lewis was my ex-wife. Sansi Lewis gave birth to Joy Aaron on the 17th of April. And because her son could not get his way in my house, and there was...
Bear in mind, he's saying Sansi Lewis' son, who is not his son, couldn't get his way in his house. Sansi Lewis left he. But look what he's doing with he and Sansi Lewis' daughter. I could only imagine what he's doing with Sansi Lewis' son, was not his son. We got your story, but we got the 2 video before.
A massive dissatisfaction and envious feelings. She went away.
You imagine you wife and you get the envy. Always get envy. All women get envious feelings for you, buddy.
And leave the child before 1 week would have passed. This is a custom in the Lewis and Sansi's life because based on the fact.
My brother, it is going to be a custom in that young girl's life if you don't get out of the possession of you, because it's that kind of trauma from men got women doing what they're doing. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Critic.
Speaking, sir. How can I help you?
This is Officer Green from Spartans.
Black Officer Green. We ain't got time for Officer Green now. You could be Officer Blue and Pink. I don't care. But oh shit. Might they just saying he's Officer Green? Might they call if I give me a blue job? I might have lost something there. I should have listened out. Shit. Officer Green. Yeah, a lot of anti-man police and things, so when they call you... Alright. And next time.
Coming to the realization that when she make the children for Renick, she went away and leave the 2 sons.
Now, a man and a father is a protector. So strong women, most strong women, or a lot of strong women, come from 2 things. A father who has brought up a daughter in the right way, or a woman, as a result of the shortcomings of men, has been forged into that situation. You ever tell you? Mothers don't bring up strong daughters. What can happen? Hello, good morning. Hello? If you hear what I'm doing now, because remember, it's answer every call. So when you call me, you make fun. Right away, if you can get anything, even if it's by accident, I'm blocking you. So I got less people in the country to call. And one of these days, when somebody pushing a hand in your hole or something really shitty happening to you and you need help and you call, you're going to realize you're blocked. Right? So yeah, I'll try that because I got still answer all the calls. You don't know when somebody they're in a circumstance and they need help. You understand? So, there are two ways you get strong women who have been traumatized and got forged away into this position, or who have grown up in a home with a strong male figure that support them. Because the man's role in the woman's life is to be her strength, her fortitude. When a young girl would grow up, take down this. When a young girl gonna grow up and this is what she gets, she will be broken. Listen to this. This is him with his daughter. Right? We go through it quick. Verbal and physical abuse. No. Now this is the child, and why I listen to this first party. This is the child begging the mother not to go with this man.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow, come.
Come back tonight?
Yes. Nobody bring back tonight. Yes. Yes.
Now there's a level of ignorance among all these people. The mother, the father, everything. You gotta listen to the conversation. Oh yeah, my God, country people. Right away you realize it's country people. So there's a level, poor communication, and a level of ignorance as it relates to parenting. Nobody recognize and asking, what going on here? No, I hear this man beating this child. Like if some big girl, like if some 16-year-old girl. And don't get disrespectful. Hear this child's tone. And ask yourself, will she understand? Hear this child's tone.
Come. Come, let me bring you back tonight. Come. Yeah, tonight, not let you bring you back. Come in, come. Come in, come.
Imagine how she will be broken when she is lied to by even her mother. This is one of the problems with parenting that people don't know. You don't try to convince and lie to a child because you want to get them to do something. Yes, I can. And when she goes, and she father beating she and abusing she mother ain't come for she, mommy told me she would have come. I have not had that problem. But too many times I've seen the story. Where daddy said he would have come. Mommy said she would have come. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Critics, morning.
Morning, brother.
I like the idea that where you highlighted that part where you said the level of ignorance. That even as a parent, when you listen
my brother, it looks like a mother is in the house there. The grandmother is holding the child's wrist.
Exactly.
Now that child will be so broken that she has nowhere to go.
Exactly.
She's not consoled and saying, baby, better days are going to come. Mommy can't do anything. I don't have custody of you. You understand? Baby, I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Everybody they're ignorant as to how to parent properly, how to be a protector, how to be a guardian.
Exactly. And that child, like you rightly said, that child has felt it to the limit. And like you said, when she grew up to be older, then she would understand that nobody was on her side. You understand? Because critics, despite what custody they have, if I was in the place of that mother, right away I would have seek assistance. You understand? I would have find a way to have.
Well, bear in mind, I think this was the beginning of something. You can't totally beat up Shin for Shin find sisters because the child went on to get one more day of abuse, as many more, but a video was recorded and it's now made public, obviously, and that was in the mother's house. Obviously, she's attempting to get help. No, this is where we step in. And if the child care protection missed this program this morning, if they didn't understand, because I think half of them is Looney Tunes. You understand? If you go in them place and talk to a lot of these people in these ministries and so on, I calculate like, I come home stirring up and checking to see if I got a few degrees and a PhD. You understand? Because when I go and talk to these people, I realize these people don't even know their work, what they're doing. You understand?
Exactly.
I don't know what they read, how well they read, but I am well read in the fields that I go into and discuss. That's why I don't go around nothing, rarely with oil and gas, unless it's something real rudimentary. You understand? That I understand. Because me going the field, me start reading up on that yet.
Exactly. And in closing to this critic, when I hear that little child literally begging not to be left here, that reminds me of the same screaming I heard of those little girls when they were born in Maggio. That traumatized me individually as a person who listened, as a father who listened to this. That traumatized me because it's the same screaming I'm hearing. You understand? That child is begging not to be left here. So that's my piece, brother. Thanks for accepting my call.
Roger, my brother. Now, hear what I'm telling you. Too many times we watch it as the story. But you gotta get in depth. You gotta understand. You gotta feel. And if you can't feel, you can't understand. Not getting emotional, not getting out of control, but feeling, having a true sense of the situation. I'm not the father of a daughter. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Critic. This whole story with this child brings back so much of memories to me. That's a little older than her. My mom used to have to leave one son in every month to go up to a particular place. I don't want to say where. But I used to have to stay with my stepfather. I used to cry and I used to beg her because I wasn't brave enough to say what it was. And he used to tell her, no, she got to stay. And that is when he used to set free or ask me. And this brings back so much pain to me. Please, let somebody help this child.
I hear you
now. That's all I
now.
have to say. Thank you.
No, I've never had that experience. But I hear her cries for help. And I'm asking myself, why is a young girl saying, no, she's Gelix. So she's saying, Mommy, he beating me. I want got tall. She's saying, Mommy, I want to sleep. When I want to sleep, let me come sleep with you, Mommy. And these is things that have to be looked at. Now, there's a certain age that children are molded. And that child is in that age, and she's not being molded. She's been broken. She's being destroyed. This man, here he talking, no. No, brother. Vishal, no. You story gonna be a little too long. You carry away from the facts. No, I want you to listen to this child. This is a baby.
Go for it right there. Go for it right there.
Hear this shit.
Yes. Yeah. Come, let me bring you back to me.
Now I want you to listen when we go to him, the hatred he has for the mother. Vishal, just get quick to the point. I want a monologue this morning.
Okay, my friend. How you doing?
No, quick, buddy, quick, a serious A.
I think the Child Care Protection Agency need to get in contact with those parents, and they need to take that child into custody because
We're working on that right now. Let me make sure the story is broken down in its entirety. We talk, buddy. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, critics. I'm the person who posted the video, and I'm the person who with the mother.
Yes.
This mother, I know the case. The mother come to me crying so many times. That mother went several times to child protection, and they didn't do anything.
Well, ma'am.
Half of the things that the father is talking is trash. He was beating the mother since she was pregnant with that child 5 months in her belly. She went to the army and made complaint to them in the army when she was with him, and they did nothing. This child, critics, could not sleep. She could not sleep, critic, last night. The child can't turn on no side. He beat her with a pipe. He beat her with a wood. He beat her with a belt. The child talked to herself. You have to turn her from one side to the next side. And every side you turn and she's in pain. We are going to the doctor this morning. Come on, how father could beat a child like that, critics? This child is 6 years old. What could she done? She didn't even lost her mother features as yet, critics. Come on, this is your child, and you beat her like that. The child talked everything. The child will come to my classroom and the mother have her and run to me and said, Auntie, look what my father do me. Last week, he beat the child. I have the picture here. I can send you the whole child one side face swell up. The child said he put ice for it go down so he could go to school. The teachers know about what's going on. The teachers would call the mother. Many times I'm there when the teacher is calling the mother and tell the mother what is going on. The mother fought for this child to get her child because he got custody for the child. Everybody tell the child, telling her that she got to give him. That's why the mother let the child go the night, because the mother didn't want problem with the law. But critics, I'm telling you with tears in my eyes, I didn't care with no law. My child is staying with me because he is an abuser. That child could not sleep last night. This child is getting fever as I speak to you now, critics. Come on, man. Our system is failing us.
Send
the police last night didn't want to arrest him. I had to call Mr. Ben out of his bed for he speak to them. Come on, man.
Send some details to me. Listen to me. If the system is not working, we gotta get to. There's a big strong man. I mightn't be able to deal with it. Send some details to me.
Man, critics. How you gonna beat a child with a pipe, a PVC pipe?
Tell me something, ma'am. What is your relation to this young child?
She's my good friend. We work together.
All right. Send the details to me on WhatsApp.
I'm going to send you the pictures of the skin from the beaten.
Has the mother reached out to Child Care Protection after this incident?
Several times, critic. Several times. Several times.
I will deal with it personally today.
Last week, they was going to the school last week. They never turned up. Don't let the father come and talk no trash. He been beating the mother too. That's why the mother run and left. He beat the mother got an older son. He used to beat the son too. This is somebody that I know long.
Ma'am, I just talking this. You just call it for confirm what I assessing from video footage. Send all the details to me right away.
No problem.
No. There's a friend. There's not a mother. There's just a friend of the mother. You ever telling you? No, I want you to listen to this child, because we gotta make sure it's not it's a 6-year-old we talking about, you know. It's a 6-year-old we talking about. And I want you to look at the sequence of what's going on here. Here.
Tonight, no, lady. Come in, come. That's it. Come in, come.
I'm so sorry to change it.
I love you too. I love you too, right? But you gotta behave yourself, right? Move from there, yeah? Come down.
Go carry.
Now, bear in mind,
Come in, come. That's it. Come in.
I want to make sure
Tomorrow.
we all agree this is a normal 6-year-old child. They got some 6-year-old playing like adult. This is not a 16-year-old. This is a 6-year-old child. We listening, hear her speech, how she addresses her mother. Can we all agree that is a 6-year-old child? That's what we agree upon.
Tomorrow, come.
Come back tonight.
Yes, nobody bring back tonight. Yes. Yeah. Come on, let me bring back.
So we agree this is a 6-year-old child. We move on to the father talking to a 6-year-old child.
Child, what's up with this guy? How's it the nonsense? Hello, talk to who? I said what? Talk to who and say what?
I'm talking, Judge.
Talk to you and say what? Talk to who and say what? Did I talk to you with the behavior? Yeah? So why you gotta control this behavior?
No.
Why you gotta control?
After this man beats this child senseless and she's begging because of fear to be with her mother, when she left in, the child is expecting the mother to tell the father, well, you know, we're going on. He hollering out of the anger, the vindictive ways that he has for the mother. Talk to who and say what? Talk to who and say 6-year-old child again.
This kind of foolish behavior. I tell you what, say what? You can't want nothing. You can't want nothing. No, you can't want anything. I talked to you about this behavior. And I said to you, if you continue with it, I will cut you off this conversation. Now, since you come to me with.
Now he's talking to a 6-year-old child. Let me go on to his explanation now, after all of this.
Good night to this entire society.
Hello, good night.
Good morning, Critic.
Good morning, brother. Quickly.
The guy get arrested, you know.
He was arrested?
Story. Yeah, I see a video, he get arrested.
Roger that.
Good, thank you, sir.
Welcome,
Have a nice
brother.
day.
So he has an explanation. The audacity, the level of ignorance with you imagine coming to do a video that you have an explanation for that. Anything other than an outright apology and attempts to change your ways while the law put whatever penalty there is to that on you. The audacity.
That tune into a matter, that I get one part of the matter. And let me just get to clear the air and the benefit of the future, so that when we have incidents like this, it must properly be addressed, so that everybody.
My brother, I don't know what instance you're talking about, but I've covered many stories. This is one instance, and the first of its kind for me, that I've come across a big, ugly Hulk like you beating mercilessly a 6-year-old. I can't remember another instance. I've covered many stories of abuse. You understand? But I ain't know who you're sharing your story with or who gonna learn from this.
Nancy Lewis was my ex-wife. Nancy Lewis gave birth to Joy Aaron on the 17th of April. And because her son could not get his way in my house,
I could only imagine why he couldn't get
there
away.
was a massive dissatisfaction and envious feelings. She went away and left the child before 1 week would have passed. This is a custom in the Lewis and Nancy's life because based on the fact of coming to the realization that when she made the children for Rennick, she went away and left the...
Now he take a woman who has had instances of issues in the past. I know why she left her chair with Rennick. But he knew she left her chair with Rennick. He take she. You understand? And partner, we know where you gifted to. Or are you going to say this is one instance where you went into a fit of rage? This is your normal behavior. You just talk it to your child. And we see your behavior. Are you going to say you just beat your own girl child like a dog? You didn't beating his son for another man like a dog?
Your two children, your last daughter for Rennick and his son at Victoria at his mother's house. So this is where I learned there's a customary in their family. The another aspect about things, I want people to clearly understand that this woman is incompetent, she's mentally disarranged, and I need the...
Now you see a woman holding up at your child, you see the woman holding up at your child? She incompetent and mentally disarranged. He sound like he talking about one of them MPs. One of them opposition MPs. And they might got some incompetent ones over by the government side too. Because I can't understand why child care protection takes so long to deal with this. You imagine sleeping with a woman when she get mentally disarranged? When she became incompetent? When you plug in she for full shop for 9 months? How much years before though? In the 9 months or after the 9 months?
relevant authority to look into this matter.
They're looking in.
To court.
I know the relevant, the critic looking in.
I filed for my divorce. My divorce was granted. We went back to court concerning the child because she blatantly refused to let me see my child. I take her back to court. After then, she was warned and she was very...
The court has to recognize she has a good reason for you never seeing that child again. The court, there is enough evidence to suggest why you should never see the child again.
Abusive to the female lawyers, the police, likewise the judge. And she was to receive a stern warning in the family court about her conduct. Anyway, she continued with such behavior. I was advised by the ombudsman to take her back to court. I comply and a retired judge. Nevertheless, such behavior continued. I take her back to court. Custody was given to me for this child. Now, the basic fact, now let me start coming to the in-depth of this matter. Whenever this child goes to the mother residence, and the mother have the responsibility to send her to school, with my expense, she doesn't go to school. She goes to ULEC Academy, and any one of you that take time off to look into a matter that does not concern you.
So, the update is in. Good morning, Mr. Critic. The guy was arrested last night, and the child was rescued by the police and some members of the Enterprise Community Policing Group. So, thanks to the Enterprise Policing Group. It's ridiculous. Partner, me living next door to nobody, what do you know? I don't care how big man, how big shit. I pick up some of me tuggies and we's gonna sort you out, man. You, the police say that understand child care protection, understand all them things. I'm telling you. I would jail make for all of we, partner. Me living next door to a big, ugly Hulk like this. I hear he beating a little. Me dying the partner. Me got him cool though. That's not me child. Me got daughter. But me got him cool the partner. Me know how to do that. Me telling nobody for going to do nothing. I'm saying I ain't got them cool though. You understand? Me talking to nobody. Listen to me. That happened a long time ago. I was 16 years of age. 16. It was just about 16 or 15. I was 16 years of age. I used to be living with my mother, where next door to the lemonade factory on New Road. Rest Demerara. They got businessman. You're a big businessman now. If you want to tell you all the story, you could tell you all the story. He was a businessman then too. He was beating his wife merciless. If she wanted, she could come and talk to. Beating his wife. There was a two-part apartment. There was a front apartment and a back apartment. And I used to lie down on a mattress on the ground. And when he beating this woman merciless, the wood in the apartment ran straight through the flooring, straight through the apartment. Just a wall separated us. So I hear the beating and the banging. I go around, kick down the door, and beat the shit out of him without even asking question. I never saw. When I kick down the door, then I see the wife. I didn't know what going on. I just know this partner beating a woman brutal. Me want to hear what she do. Me want to hear she been with a man. I ain't care. I cannot handle it. This is me. This is not about the moral standing of the wall and all that thing. Me ain't goddamn cool. And I was 16, either 15 or 16. You know what I'm telling you? I have never stood by idly and saw anybody be abused. If I did go in there, the man, I didn't think if the man had a gun. The man's a businessman. I beat him merciless. I'm hoping that lady reach out to me one of these days. Yes, I is the man. I is the boy. Hey, little boy, she must be watching me all the time now and don't even remember that I is the man. That man got some building and stuff on New Road now. He's a big businessman. He got building in town and so too. He could tell you. I beat the shit out of him. This is the first time he realized not that's hard. And he was no strong man. I had his size. Me can't make the body. Me not got him cool though. What other purpose is there as a man than to be a protector? You understand? And not you alone, not your property alone. The people around you, got to take care of the people around you. Me tell you I have a run in no situation. I just tell y'all this is the way I am.
Interest. I am now inviting you to make contact with ULEC Academy on the East Coast Demawari District to check and see when this child go to school from Shimoda residence, what is the conditions, what is the terms and conditions, and likewise she does not be at school very often. This mother, Santi Lois, who is a teacher at the special skills school, well known as the Handicap David Rose School, is be giving this child a set of medications. God knows where she's getting it from. I asked her more than one time to give me a proper...
The worry is where she getting the medication from, or why is she giving her medication in general? This man talking a set of ignorance. And I'm telling you, brother, jail can change your whole perspective.
Explanation by this medication that she's giving this child, it is not granted. Nevertheless.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. I just see a video on the situation with the child abuse on Facebook, and I send it to Critic.
All right, thanks.
Joy leave to go by her mother last week because Joy is displaying a behavior that is very much unprofessional.
Joy, by the way, is a 6-year-old child who is displaying behavior that is very unprofessional.
Several attempts at the Child Protection Unit to get assistance, and for many reasons, I would like the minister who have the responsibility for child protection to look into this and to examine the officers who are being paid by public service taxpayers' money to look into this matter, and let me start dealing with it, and we can know exactly where to start pointing fingers. I go last to collect my child because the child have not went to school for the entire week. I asked her yesterday, what is the problem? Nevertheless, that video that posted last night, that was our behavior. If I buy clothes for my child, it's a problem. If I buy something for my child, it's a problem. I pay the child's school fees. For she to go to ULEC Academy, a private school, is a problem with the mother. So tonight, I recognize that a whole...
So the update is, last night, C1 Division Chairman and other individuals, along with 2 members of the Enterprise Policing Group, they were there the scene last night with both male and female police ranks from Vigilance and BV Police Station, where this matter, I'm supposing the brute force and ignorant father was arrested, and the victim either with her mother or should be in child care protection, because I don't think the mother understands. The mother grieves, the mother feels the pain. But I don't think if the mother didn't catch on when the child says, I want to sleep with you, this child got to get tested. This child got to get checked.
Thousands and legions of viewers looking into this matter, and now I come on air. I actually inviting all of you to look into the matter carefully and check the background of those Lois that lives in Golden Grove, incompetent people, insanity, and all other things that pertain into dissatisfaction. You can find it right there. Thank you very much.
Utter ignorance and nonsense. Me ain't got no time with no mother. I got time with what it means to be a father. What is your position? You're manaku. You everything else than a man. You understand? Because I am asking you about your actions. Me asking you about your wife's actions. You have sole custody of your daughter. I am asking you about your actions. And let me show the blame send the videos. Since you want to make yourself a jackass, like if we can get enough information, let me show the videos of the child. A 6-year-old child. Not videos, photos. What you going, Annie? There's a 6-year-old child. Right? Brands all over. Watch. There's some kind of piper, so 6-year-old child. Eh? 6-year-old child? No, man, it's madness. And you telling people to go and look into the family, the mother family and the mother actions? You mad. You need to be taken out of the street, big man. You're dotish, big man. Going to Golden to check what? This perpetual abuse. You gonna find it for the woman is the same shit she been through the man before, the other man before. The woman frightened for talk. When you are in, so what? The little child, let mommy talk to you, let mommy. For what? For what? Eh? Are you, listen to me. Black women in general, the mouth in there, don't he? If she was a tanta, she would have started cussing, abusing out and all kind of thing. Hello, good morning. You understand? You hear all the people quiet. Go, yes, I can think. The mother even, you beating the girl. Oh, la. That's how there's normally there. The quiet girl. He want to make sure to be some monster. How you think she become though? It's born like you. Watch. He's already been arrested. I'm going to follow up with this and see what is the end of this matter. Hello. Good morning, brother.
Morning. Yesterday or the day before on the program, you said you was an A-class asshole, right? But you got to take the back. The man is an asshole, right? I got a daughter that's 5-year-old, right? The amount of love and affection she showed me when I go home and them things. How you could get in your heart to beat a little
brother, here one to the banner. Them banner is beasts. He taken out, and here, women are responsible for the same thing with the boy sons them. The children, when the father left them, they just take it out on the children. You understand? But the man's a beast. He's taking out on the mother. You see the action, we abusing the real child in the car for them. Talk to. Just because she's saying, talk to mommy, no. Let mommy talk to you, no. You understand? Yeah. Them banner is beast. Them banner need to face the consequences. He got to go with beast that's there.
I just left me house to come out for walk, but I just got to get away out of the house on a Saturday. Because Saturday she don't meet your mother, she don't go to school. I got to get away. She cry like hell for me, she want to see it. Them love though you see from a child.
Brother,
you could get to beat a child like that.
Here was the funny thing. There are many more cases like that. That is why it has been so rigid. You hear?
Yeah.
Because me ain't no data partner. But me sons them, I see people don't even treat the dad like I always treat me sons them. You understand?
Yeah, but man, it's something. I said, hope the law provide you with everything you need to go and get some time, man.
Roger that, brother.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Critic, good morning.
Yeah, my
Critic,
brother.
The big ugly Hulk you got there is an abusive monster. He needs to go to jail. That's you lose him on the street, the man can catch you and beat you back like you feel he's knocking. You understand? He's abusive to the woman. You can see it. You look in the video, he's talking to the woman alone. You can see he's an
Bro.
abusive man to the woman.
Yeah, Bano. Here I telling you. I have had my ups and downs. Them boys' mother left us and left our family in disarray because we were close on to now. The remnants of her leaving, you understand, has effects on those boys. But brother, it is as a result of my shortcomings. You understand? I can't go on to say what she has done and when she left and the damage that has caused us without talking about what caused her to leave. You understand? They might have been women that stayed in relationships with men who were verbally abusive. Like me, is the women them. Was me problem. You understand? But nonetheless, she left. She could not have handled it. She left. Now I am to turn back and say, oh, she's a bad mother because she left and what happened? I did not know. And I would want to think if she thought, if it could have dawned upon her how our family would have been affected and destroyed, she would have hold out a little more. But I can't turn back on Bushy because I tell you, if I was the best, I tell you, them man gonna get a mother than she. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
And if I was the best husband, I might have been a great father. But if I was the best husband, the world would have been a more amazing place to be. But again, I might have been the Guyanese critic. You understand? I didn't know this would have been the outcome. I am not going to look at her and blame her and play like, oh yes, I didn't beat you. I just had some woman in secret. You understand?
Aye.
We gotta be real, buddy.
I just admire the way you kind of relationship you got with your son and them. I just really admire as a father the way you and your children them speak to each other, you know. When it comes to business, you speak straight business. When it comes to family talk, yes, son, I love you too, Dad. That's really nice of you and your children.
Partner.
You know, father, men should take these examples.
Try my best, brother. Try my best.
You understand? Anyway, another thing I want to expose.
Yeah.
I know we want stray away from the thing there. But here what with this story with this man at this bodybuilder with they had a Diamond Hospital. Now I see in the regional health officer.
Here, help me out here. When you tell me though, I know not what you're talking about. So you gotta rewind to the issue and then go in to your concerns.
Yeah, he got a bodybuilder, guy in a bodybuilder, right? And he drive taxi somewhere up in Diamond. Okay. The man take in with a respiratory system, short of breath, sweating a lot, and you know, he went to the hospital with chest pain and thing at Diamond Hospital. Now when you go down at Diamond Hospital here, this is the complaint and the cries of many people around here, you could tell you, that they treat you like you're nothing. They take the man out, they put him off and sit down. And
my brother,
the man, no attention.
My brother, I want you to take into consideration the story that you're looking at with a father treating his daughter in that manner. It's a Guyanese man and a Guyanese woman.
Yeah.
So I want you to take into consideration, while you make these complaints of how people in the public service treat each other or treat the people they should be serving, I want you to make a comparative analysis to how fathers are treating their daughters. Don't forget that.
No. We can't forget.
No.
Can't forget, though.
Why I'm telling you is a father is treating his daughter in such a manner. You should not be surprised when you go to Diamond Hospital and somebody you don't know treats you in such a manner. There's a problem with this society. Something is wrong with us. You understand? Like me. You know what's my problem? I have to answer my phone. I'm going to say, Critic, why you answer your phone? Why you always getting distracted? Because although there's a program that entertains and educates us, on that phone call, there might be somebody who needs help now. That is why Like when you're going to do a business, you go to 100 people, make your sales pitch, narrow down to 10, and then you sell to 4. So me just get 100 phone call, one set is stupidness, people cuss me, make laugh for me, all kind of thing whole day. But nonetheless, I stay focused for just the 4 because I know what is my purpose. I know what is my intent. I know what I want to do. I know when I want to do it. I know how I want to do it. You understand? Most people don't have that. And the man we use seeing there, they got enough more like that. The woman we use seeing there, when you go across this society, you meet a guard man, when you go in the gate, that is totally unprofessional. You understand? I went, I was at the Taj Hotel in New Delhi, India. And every day, religiously, the guys who were there, they would greet you with clasped hands and a bow, they would greet you. And I asked myself, don't they have bad days? Isn't the sun hot for them? Did they eat? But no, they didn't have an attitude. They expressed a certain level of discipline. You understand? They have a certain amount of contentment. You are living in dark days in a society that is of very low moral standing. You understand?
I agree.
A lady called me yesterday and she said, Critic, I just watch your program, but man, you cuss me. Say, well, auntie, at least me not gonna molest your daughter. You understand? Me don't bug a little boys, me in there with little girls. You understand? And if you trying to tell me you daughter surprise after y'all see all them picture when them gal write up when the year done, the end the school term done, everybody write up on the shot me F body and all them thing though. This young generation, you try to hide them from something, you better hide, you better let it listen to me. Because I is the only reality check they're gonna get in this country.
No, they get a little sense when you.
You understand?
They get a little sense.
Me playing nice. How you do, child? And you understand? No. I is the reality check. We ain't doing little boys, little girls. We ain't doing no fudge wrong here. You understand? There ain't got no faggotry going on here. This is as real as it gets.
It's the realest thing.
You understand? Me playing. So when auntie call, and it wasn't in some nice terms, I tell you. I use the words. I say a grandpa, when they see me, they got know. They need to speak up. They got know what's wrong and right. You understand?
Right.
Oh, I is the problem, but they hearing the neighbor, them cussing, and the boys, them seeing the men beating the women and all them thing, no? And my brother, you don't get realer than this, that when it comes to my issue, I am willing to confront it head on and accept all my mistakes. I have presented myself as the guinea pig for this country because I, used to be abusive. You understand? I had shortcomings. I was the man whore. I was the alcoholic. You understand? And I am here today to tell you it doesn't work.
The only way a man can correct his mistakes, his faults, is if he accept and acknowledge them, that this is my fault and I need to change it. That's the only way he can correct them and change them.
Well, my brother, there are other ways, like how we got take big uncle and put him in jail. And break it into him. You understand?
Yes.
We talk.
All right, good, man.
Let me take a few more callers because people want to get the points across. Hello. The critic is returning on missed call.
Yesterday, we tell about the 2 mental data, right? That we take one of them book, right? So we will send the details just now, right?
Roger, brother.
Okay, bye.
You never know what is the circumstance. You never know I hope this picture, this girl is not even mental ill data, because...
Critics, good morning. I mean, I don't really listen to your program every morning, but this morning I was running through Facebook and I tuned in. I love what you're doing. I like how you're speaking up, and I like how, you use your story to show that even though you didn't know better, there comes a time when you know better and you do better. I love it. But let me tell you something. It's funny how, I was in a back and forth with somebody in the comment section when they asking about the loudmouth opposition people. Critics, let me tell you something. I like politics. I like the back and forth with politics. But let me tell you something. You see, as a people, we need to learn to separate politics from the natural day-to-day. This is a father abusing a child. The minute you put in politics in this thing, it's going to end up going out to race, and then you're going to hear, it's not me and concern. You understand? I really wish, look, last night I see Guyanese people come together and work and make the system work. I got to give kudos to Ropes and Ben, because calls were made to him. He get up, the police come and do what they got to do. That man even went as far as turn off his light. The police had to take out the louver's window to get to enter the house and then to get him out. And people were there. People said they ain't moving along that child. The whole neighborhood come out and said nobody ain't moving till when that child get out of there and he get arrested. And sometimes critics is a good thing when we keep politicians out of these things. And so far I'm happy that you are not saying anything about politicians in this, but them people in your comment section, them just different.
Thanks for your input, ma'am. No. I had enough of this one day. It tells a toll on me because I try my best, but the caller is very biased and selective. Which caller? Jillian Lewis. Which caller? Hey, up, man. We got caller today. I love you guys. I love you guys. I can't see myself doing anything else than serving the people of this nation. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother. I just want to call you so like talk to you about the fasting. How the fasting coming about with you?
I'm doing well, brother. I come off my fasting 5-day fast yesterday. But we got talk the next day, but I want to close off now.
All right.
Just message me if there's any help you need, advice you need, and so on. I'm most willing to share. I'm not doing this for me alone. I'm doing this for anybody who wants to choose a path of a better life in terms of physically, mentally, and financially.
Yeah, because listening to you, it sounds like, it coming with great benefits, and I'm thinking for take the leap for go and do it myself, you understand?
How was your height? Since we dip on it,
I think
what's your average height?
Around 5'10" or so.
What is your weight?
Around, I think it's like between, the last time I checked it was like 198 or something like that.
You're a little heavy. 195 would be a 5'2" man height, right? 195. if you do a BMI, it's called a body mass index. So first thing I want you to do is do a BMI, and it tells you where you are, right? In terms of obesity, morbid obese, whoa. After understanding where you are, then you draft a plan as to where you want to be and the time period for that. What most people do, they want to see a transformation immediately. But if you're doing lifestyle changes for success, you plan that within a 5-year period, not a 6 month, not a 3 month. You understand? You go gradually, that you develop strong, good practices in your life, proper habits that become a part of your life and success for the future. As I can tell you, if you're healthier, you have more drive. Like me, I got a level of clarity second to none. So I do my live yesterday morning, went to Providence, see what's going on with the work site, came back, broke my fast, cheeses, my little black pear, because I peel my pear and waiting and it start getting dark. You understand?
Yeah, I see it.
But people in the comments are like, oh God, the pear rotten. Well, buddy, here, I taking a beating for all the men who got them rotten pear what they eating. You understand? There's enough man eating rotten pear. It's only that when you go home and you carry home the pear and wash off the makeup, then you realize it's a rotten pear. You understand? So all of it is eat rotten pear. So I know where they're going with a sugar or rotten pear. Right? Me got my little black